Hey guys, hi, welcome to my new YouTube channel. So I've been wanting for a while to share uh, sketchbook tours and possibly some like art process videos and maybe vlogs, but the main thing holding me back was that I didn't have enough room on my phone to record anything, but I just got a new phone, but I couldn't think of a username that was original enough that I could use it across all the different platforms. But while I was playing Tamagotchi Adventure Kingdom, I came up with Sylvan Ichi, so a combination of two of my favorite things with Tamagotchi and Sylvanian families. And here's my cutie with the monster DLC and a little clown outfit. And you'll be seeing a lot of this guy in the sketchbook tour. He's my favorite calico critter. And so one of the things that got me back into drawing this year was that I started collecting calico critters. And they're really fun to draw. And I've been journaling for the last couple years, and I started incorporating some doodles into my journal, and then I discovered someone who's now my friend, Autumn Archu, here on YouTube. She was just a really big inspiration to me when I found her videos, because she's just all about being loose with your work and not being held back by perfectionism, most of all. So yeah, that really helped me just start filling a bunch of sketchbooks. I was starting off with some really cheap ones that I bought at Five Below, and that's not what I'm going to be touring today because I didn't actually finish any of those sketchbooks. But I have, since I started drawing again this year, these are what I'm working with. These 4 ones are finished, and then I just made this cute little cow print one with a little Harvest Moon cow charm, but I'm working on this currently. Has some really thick watercolor paper, and this one I also did the binding, but I used a vintage book, so I'm gonna tour all of these, but I figured it made the most sense to start with the first one that I built this year. So this is a Talens Art Creation sketchbook. I saw a lot of people were using these sketchbooks when I started getting back into drawing, but I do have some old sketchbooks. I've had a bunch throughout my life, but I didn't get back into it consistently until now. Anyway, this art creation sketchbook, I just, a lot of people were saying good things about it, and they were saying that it was good for different kinds of media, but what I really got back into was watercolor. And people say that it can handle a little bit of watercolor, but it's just really, the paper just doesn't behave right, and it's not ideal. So first of all, the stickers, these are pretty much all just random stickers. And this Claudian one is from a Monster High sticker pack that I bought on Amazon. And I worry that this is stolen art. So this was obviously drawn by someone, but I don't know who. I apologize. A lot of these are from Five Below, or just ones that I've had my whole life. I've hoarded stickers my whole life. And I've been having a lot of fun doing little charms on the ribbon of each one. When I was doing some beading, my boyfriend came and spelled out our names, so I decided to immortalize that and turn into a little charm here. So since I've been doing these sketchbooks lately, I have just been making a collage at the beginning, and this might be one of my favorite ones I've done. These ones in pink were doodles I did during work. So is the Krobus. This guy I had drawn way before I had the sketchbook. This little cute little Kirby. And then I got a lot of Calico Critter stuff, of course, and it's just from the cereal box. Yeah, just lots of cute things to start it off strong. And then I swatched some materials that I had bought the same day that I bought the sketchbook at Blick. I'd gotten these 3 Tombow markers and 2 watercolor pink that was way fancier than I needed. It's Winsor & Newton Professional quality, but at the point of this sketchbook, I was just using Crayola watercolors, so there wasn't actually a pink. And I had been doing an all pink sketchbook before this, so I needed some pink. And at Five Below, I got these like combination fountain pens and highlighters that weren't very good, but I started it off just with like a really silly low effort doodle of Ryan Persian, and this guy is Baby Sprunk. That's a whole story, but basically that's a plushie that my boyfriend bought me looked just like this, and then he got me this little critter version of him as well. But yeah, I just wanted to start off with something ugly so that I didn't have to feel pressure. This was a picture I saw on Tumblr of someone taking a picture of a fish at an aquarium with a 3DS. Thought this was pretty cute. And then here's just an Animal Crossing GameCube screenshot redraw that's on watercolor paper that I stuck in here. See, this is why this paper is not suited for watercolor. And for some reason, it does this a lot worse with the Crayola than with other watercolors, like higher quality ones. But I was not being that excessive with the water. There was no reason for it to do that. I'd originally done this like to cover up this because I thought it was ugly, but then I decided to just let her live. Another Animal Crossing drawing, just from imagination. This was video game landscape sketchbook sessions. The friend I mentioned earlier, Autumn Archu, she used to do these sketchbook sessions that are basically just a drawing session where she shows the references and we draw along. She has recorded versions of them on her Patreon. This was also from that, I believe it's from Night in the Woods. I remember being up at like 5 a.m. watching Bee and Puppy Cat and working on this for so long because the Crayola watercolors were just a struggle, but I think it turned out pretty cute. Here's my Jujutsu Kaisen Tamagotchi, and I am really proud of the little pixel art I did with pen. I think this is really cute, but I ripped off part of this page so I could like fix stuff, and that's why it's like that. Here's one of my calico critters that I got from a blind bag, little baby mouse in a tulip or a rose. I think it's a rose, but cute. And here's the same critter, but wearing a gnome hat. My boyfriend put the gnome hat that came on one of my other critters on this one, and I thought it was really cute. And here is a kitty with strawberries. Autumn, her Discord, Art Fence Discord has been a really great community for me since I got back into art, and something that's really fun that she does on there is daily references. So she'll just post a picture every day, and if you want, you can draw it and post it in the daily drawings channel. And a technique that I've been having a lot of fun with is crayon and then watercolor over it, kind of like how you do negative space drawings on an egg with a white crayon. So like the seeds I drew in yellow crayon before I went over it with watercolor. And here's the Tamagotchi and his bunny sleeping based off a sticker that my friend Sam posted to her sticker blog that she shares with Autumn. It's really cute. And then here's from Kirby's Adventure. I tried my best. I just copied what I saw, so probably not perfect, but I thought this was cute. And then this is just a rainbow pencil doodle of Pig. These two pig guys, I got little woodsies, the knockoff calico critters. Their given names here are Pod and Pad for some reason. So I drew them. They're the Pew Brothers. It's just Tombo. Here is Mamechi and Hello Kitty. This was the day that the Sanrio Tamagotchi Uni collab leaked. So this was just based off of like a little pixelated picture of them, and I made the ears way too tall, but that's fine. And here's a Hello Kitty and My Melody puppet that I saw on Pinterest. Here's my Calico Critters, I think it was called like the sleepover set. Came with this cute little alarm clock. So I drew it, and it's crayon, watercolor, Posca pen, full liner, acrylic paint, and these like semi-transparent sticky notes. And this was just like holding two Tombow markers in my hands at the same time. These were just silly doodles I was doing while in bed. I think I was just watching a movie with my partner. And yeah, I was just drawing a lot of silly little Pikmin and Tamagotchi. And my partner drew this frog with no reference. It's really silly. Looks like he's gonna unhinge his jaw and eat you. But I like having drawings from my partner in here. It's really sweet. This is a little like quarter machine Pikachu that I got. And my best friend and I were driving to Springfield, Illinois for a concert. And I just drew this with the random materials that I brought with me, which were those fountain pen highlighter combos and a couple Posca markers and a couple Tombow markers. And here's just a Cupie. Here's Neil banging out the tunes. This was probably the best job I did with watercolors at this point. The blending there, I thought that was pretty cute. Pretty cute. This was another daily reference that Autumn posted, these critters, and I love this picture. I posted this on Tumblr, and this is like one of my posts with the most notes, like 5,000 or 6,000. There was a lot of nice comments, but this one made me really happy, and I wanted to write it down here. Someone said that they make them feel warm and safe. And here's a Cupie. One of the weird things about the Crayola and this paper is, you know, how it's doing this on the back of the pages. Sometimes, and especially when I mixed colors, it would get these dots. But it's just a cute little Cupie. And Amici, just copied the pixel art. I did that with one of the fountain pens, so it got really scratchy. I'm surprised I didn't like poke through the page because this feels so rough and a really bad texture. I wish I hadn't touched that. But it's cute. And I did that with no grid. And then here's some Cupie dolls. Cupie Mayo, Cupie. These are, I really want one of these. They're like really tiny. And I think they're like sold as souvenirs at different locations in Japan, mostly. And they're really cute. There's so many of them. This was working on my little flower OC daisy with fascination, which is like when there's multiple like heads of the daisy that are all touching. So I was just working on like ideas for that. I haven't really like done anything with this OC besides draw him. I don't really do like stories. Here's Ryan Persian once again, but as a Animal Crossing villager. I was going for Wild World vibes because that's my favorite Animal Crossing, and getting a Jacob's Ladder, and this uses a lot of the crayon and watercolor technique. I really like this. And here's a little self-portrait with some things that I love. Ryan Persian, that's Spronk, the plushie I was talking about earlier. Kirby, Lammy, Lullaby the Lamb, Beanie Baby, but his name is Lammy, if you ask me. That's like my number one plushie from my childhood. And Angel Gachi. And here's Hello Kitty as a clown, based off of a little toy that I saw on Pinterest. This one I tried to do the like negative space by doing the background first, and then I went and filled it in. Here is my Melody and Kiromi as kitties. I'd love to turn this into a sticker someday. I think it's really cute. And then I was testing, trying to figure out a skin tone. Here's Garfield as a little angel fairy, and Pookie Bear as well. I really like that. And I'd also love to turn these into stickers. Garfield as Sanrio characters. I ran out of room here, but I think his expression here is so perfect. Love Garfield. And I was also getting really into doing landscapes and specifically sunsets with the crayon and watercolor technique that I was talking about. This was another daily reference from Autumn's Discord that was just like a big cloud and lightning, and I had a really hard time with this, trying to get the cloud how I wanted it. The black is acrylic paint, but everything else except for the lightning is just watercolor. Here's the flower OC again. That's what they usually look like, which is two faces. This is Cash Page. I did not have a lot of experience drawing people at this time, so it's not the most accurate depiction of her, but I thought it'd be fun to do like the sunset in the background. And that album that album means a lot to me. Here is Garfield as a Cupid doll. And here's one of my calico critters, Mrs. Periwinkle, with a sunset, just cute landscape. I really like how this sunset turned out. Here's me and my boyfriend as Finn and Jake, as he requested. And here's a love letter to Krobus, and a little Krobus Tamagotchi. I wish that was real. I used Sharpie, a thin Sharpie for this, and I had to like have my window open and like stick my sketchbook out the window multiple times because the fumes were like giving me such a headache. And here's the flower OC again. And I remember drawing this at the laundromat. Meow from Animal Crossing GameCube, who is already based on a V pet, but I wanted to draw her as a Tamagotchi specifically. And I was kind of, initially, I was like gonna go for a low poly thing, and then I kind of forgot halfway through and started making it round, so just a mess. And this was also based off of a daily drawing. And this was another one of Autumn's sketchbook sessions. I think that the people had submitted their own flower or nature pictures, and I really like how this looks. It's like the sunlight going down, very mixed media. This was like a variegated monstera leaf that looked like a little ghosty face. And I guess that's all I did with that session, because here's just a random sunset. This is a Trader Joe's mango popsicle. It's like mango and cream. It's really good. These are so unpigmented. Like, this is supposed to be green down here. Whatever. Here's me and my favorite sweater that I was wearing like all of last year. but the legs were ugly, so I covered them up. And here's some Tamagotchi. I love this Mimichi. Here's some Lily of the Valley. Oh, I guess I went back to that nature sketchbook session because I remember this was part of it. Tree with some flowers. I think the branches look really nice, considering that's something I didn't have a lot of experience drawing. This gave me a really hard time. The materials I was working with were just not working for me, but it's not too bad. And this is like a Stardew Valley reference, but this was the last one from that sketchbook session. Oh, no, it's not, because this was also the sketchbook session. And I feel like they were timed, and maybe I was cheating with the time. Not sure. But she looks like a dancing lady, so I drew her there, dancing, looking really silly. This is actually the same cat with the strawberries. And these are just crayon. It was really hard to, like, get the fur texture looking right, but oh well. And this is Usahana. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but the Tamagotchi character mixed with Memechi. Here's Love Letter to Animal Crossing Wild World. I was going to color this, but I liked how it looked black and white, so I just left it as is. And this is I from the movie, and Rosie, and my love. This was referenced from a picture from Pinterest, and my boyfriend said when I showed this to him that this actually should have been flipped, I guess. That's how double rainbows work, is it like this would be going red to purple that way. But who cares? It's cute. And this was also referenced from a picture from Pinterest of Animal Crossing City Folk. And I meant to, like, it's okay. I don't need to point out all the things that I would change, because at the point I was doing the sketchbook, I was just learning. But it's really fun looking through this sketchbook. I was really inspired when I was doing this. And this is my favorite Animal Crossing villager. He's drinking Mountain Dew, because I feel like that's on brand for him. And this is one of my plushies. I have Paulette, the Build-A-Bear, the brown bunny, that I got in like 2010 and named Swagmaster Purple. And then my boyfriend just got me this like tiny version of him, so I named him Swag Apprentice Periwinkle. There's Master and Apprentice. These big feet are like so not my style, but I just wanted to try it out. And I think that little smiley face is from my boyfriend. And then here is a Hello Kitty burger. This is like a little set that I got from Five Below, and it's flocked. So I had to draw because it's really cute. And here's Baby Peach. I have a lot of these things that I drew on my desk. This little Hot Wheels. She's blowing a bubble. So cute. I love to play Baby Peach in Mario Kart, so. And here's Ryan Persian. This is like the 0.5 view. And there he's Andy. And this was a picture from Pinterest. Silly. Oh my god, this was that like picture was going around earlier this year of like a freshly born duck that was just like screaming inside the egg warmer. That was another daily drawing reference from the Discord. And this was at a diner when I was getting lunch or breakfast or whatever with my grandparents. And this is one of my favorite memes, Me When I Me. It's just so happy. And these are the 4 Tombow markers I had at this time. And then here is a blind bag critter that I got. This is so cute. A little koala dressed as a ladybug. And the other one I got the same day. I wanted to try doing like lineless watercolor. This was the only lines that I added was on the leaf. Some parts of it were successful and some weren't, but learning's what mattered. And then for the last page, I decided to redraw the beginning page, but actually put effort into it. So there's the low effort, no sketch, just scribbling to break in the new sketchbook. And there's the version with effort. So I really like this. It's really cute. I guess there's one more page, Rhyme Persian, saying to be continued. That's it. So this sketchbook, I was feeling really inspired when I was doing this, and it only took me 19 days, but you know, I did only do one side of the page because of the issues that I was having with the watercolors. So that's that. So since I've done this, you know, I've filled 3 more sketchbooks are completely filled, and I'm working on another one. So I've made a lot of progress since then, but I still have a lot to learn, of course. And it's cool seeing this and seeing all the cute little ideas that I had, and seeing how much I've grown since then. I'm gonna do tours of all of my sketchbooks, but if you do want to see what I've been doing since then, I have a ton of art posted on my Tumblr, which is the same name, Silvanici, and I just made an Instagram as well under the same name, but that doesn't have all of my art on it because I just made it. But yeah, if you watched the whole thing, thank you for watching. And then thank you again to Autumn Archu for being such an inspiration and making it possible for me to fill all these sketchbooks. And yeah, and thank you to all my friends who have been supporting me and my silly little doodles. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Bye.